Let's make it a good day.
Today, so very creepy. It's your first look at the new Netflix series about Jeffrey Dahmer. And wait till you see Evan Peters' transformation. Then, she's a dream girl. I'm talking live with Jennifer Hudson about her brand new talk show. And you have a lot to say this week, so we're opening up the Jason Show Mailbag. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Good morning. And welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hello. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you. We have noisemakers. We have noisemakers in the audience today. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Thank you for being here, everybody. Please say hello. Keep the love going, please. I love it. We have noisemakers today. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kendall Mark.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi. I love the noisemakers.
I know. We have, Jeff told me we have like 8,000 birthdays in the audience
Yes.
today. How many, Aaron, how many do we have? We have 3 birthdays today. 4 birthdays.
4.
Three,
Maybe
4. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thanks for partying with us.
I know. Thanks for, yeah, thank you. It's okay. We got it. We're going to start charging her every time. How you doing? Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thanks for coming to work.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
how you doing?
Monday. I'm good. My weekend was quiet, but yours was not, and I am happy you made it home.
I did make it home. Yeah, I told everyone on Friday. I flew to Indianapolis to reunite with my high school friends, and I'll save the sentimental stuff for a minute. But anyway, and I told you on Friday, I was flying on a plane that was basically a Ford Focus with wings, and it was powered by a box fan and a Pelican. And I got on, and I got real worried, and I thought, oh, Jace, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I get on the plane, and I thought, ooh, no, this is as bad as I thought. It was one of those 2-2, so only 2 seats here, 2 seats there. And I'm sitting, and I had no idea. So I'm flying to Indianapolis, and this weekend was Parents' Weekend at Indiana University. So, I know. So I'm on this plane, and it's nothing but parents one-upping each other. Like I'm listening and I'm eavesdropping on all of them. So they're all like, well, Bradley's in this dorm, and then this mom goes, well, Samantha's in this dorm, and I'm sitting here like, oh God. And this one mom who was like, I loved her. She couldn't have cared less. She had her IU sweatshirt on, but girl, she had a good manicure. She had a little Louis Vuitton bag. She kept her sunglasses on through the flight. She was like, don't talk to me. I don't care about your kids. Just leave me alone. My kid's fine. I don't need to hear about yours. But and then the flight attendant comes down.
Yeah.
Now, this is a really, really old reference, but my mom's gonna love it, and anyone slightly older than me will get this. The flight attendant looked like Hazel, who was she was a maid in the 50s and 60s. And so this flight attendant's like 60-some years old. I'm loving her. She comes down with the cart, and she has no time for these shenanigans. And she's coming down, and then this one IU mom goes, yes, can I buy some Chardonnay for row 15, 16, and 17? And Hazel's looking at her like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time for this. Can't you just get a Diet Coke? So Hazel had to deal with them. So by the time she gets to me, I didn't want to ask for anything. I wanted to be super easy. So she comes and I'm like, can I just have a Diet Coke? Which those words have never left my mouth on a plane ever.
No.
I'm usually vodka soda, please. And then the guy next to me you know, we're in these little bitty seats, and he is taller than I am. Like, he's a big guy. And I'm looking at him, and she was, would you like some snacks? And she goes, the guy goes, Sun Chips, please, and I'll take 3 bags. So Hazel's like, what? So Hazel gives him the 3 bags, and I'm like, I felt like I should tip her. But anyway, so I go to Indy. Poor Ted. But thanks to the staff of that flight, I really appreciate you. So then I get to Indy, and I reunite with my high school friends. And again, I'll end this with the sentimental, but I want you to look at something. One of the most famous restaurants in Indianapolis is their oldest restaurant, and it's called St. Elmo's. And it's been on shows before. It's known for that, which is their legendary shrimp cocktail. And what makes this shrimp cocktail legendary is the sauce, the cocktail sauce, because it is loaded. It is loaded with horseradish. To the point where it clears your nasal passages within one, and there it is. It reminds me of the Monte Carlo here in Minneapolis, but it is a legendary cocktail sauce. You can get it through Goldbelly, but do not, if you don't like stuff with a kick, I took one little bite of shrimp and my head exploded. Like, it was like, I have clear sinuses for a year. Now, before we move on, I just want to say real quick, I want to say thanks to my girls. You know, this year has been real tricky for me. You go through periods where people disappoint you, and I've had a weird year where you kind of question your belief in people. But this weekend, reuniting with my friends that I've had for 35 years, and these are the girls where I could call them in the middle of the night and they would be there for me, and vice versa. And I just realized I'm lucky in a lot of avenues in life. But as I wrote on Facebook, this is the avenue where I feel really blessed, having friends for 35 years that we're closer now than we were in high school. So to Mish, to Chris, and to Angela, I love you, and thanks for being my people. Thanks for being my people. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. I feel a little brighter today. Am I brighter today? I feel like Anyway,
you're just full of love.
Maybe I'm full of love. I don't know. I think I feel brighter. Anyway, one of America's most notorious serial killers. We're starting with serial killers.
Hey!
Yay! The birthday people are like, why did we come here? Yeah. We're going to start. One of the most notorious serial killers is the subject of a new show on Netflix. This is so creepy. This is the first trailer for Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. It's a very long title. Anyway, look.
Here we are. Home sweet home.
I love you so. I want you to know.
Oh, what is that smell?
I'm gonna miss your love the minute you walk out that door. So please don't go.
Yeah. So Evan Peters plays Dahmer. It drops later this week. It's from Ryan Murphy, and I'm a big fan of Evan Peters, and he is perfect for this role. And after seeing the trailer, what it made me do, it made me investigate. If you remember the true story, it was that neighbor, Jeffrey's neighbor, which eventually the police wouldn't listen to her. She kept saying, there's something weird going on. She was smelling things, and it made me and I'm not trying to be gross, it's just a story. And it made me investigate more about her, and she's played by Niecy Nash in this. So I can't wait. Yeah, I mean, who's usually funny.
Right.
But it drops later this week.
It looks so disturbing.
In the best way possible. Yeah.
Disturbing, yeah.
It's just an awful story. Next to the dish. On a lighter note, Leah Michelle is in on the joke, y'all, while she recovers from COVID. Sorry, Kendall. Sorry. Kendall was going to go see her on Broadway. But anyway, she posted a TikTok that poked fun at the rumor that she can't read. Did you guys know that there's a rumor that she can't read? Well, she called her friend Jonathan Groff and asked him to read her the comments on her first TikTok. It's this isn't about face for Leah, who once called the 5-year-old conspiracy theory about her skills sexist. Now she's just embracing it, which that's kind of when there's a theory about you so weird,
bonkers.
You kind of have to lean into it and make fun of it, because you know what it does? It pours water on it.
Right.
Just lean into it, make fun of it, and then it goes away, usually.
Well, and now with the press that it has all come out recently because of her starring in this role, everyone really is focusing on how she was not a nice person, allegedly. And so for her to be like, I'm in on the joke, I think that just lightens her whole facade, too, right?
I don't know if it's going to help with the people that just don't like her plainly, but you're right. It helps
lighten the mood.
And everybody likes someone that can laugh at themselves, and Leah just looks like she's an actor. Yes. So she can't, this makes, it's like the parents on that plane that I flew on. It's like, my son is staying at the best dormitory. Anyway, we're going to take a break. Jennifer Hudson's coming up in just a little bit. Stay with us, everyone. Back in a moment. Oh, very nice. I'm loving these people. Yeah. They're awesome. And Aaron, so are you. You're awesome too, Aaron Schwab.
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome back to Ye Olde Show. Billy Eichner is in a new gay rom-com. Now, I can't wait for the day that we just called a rom-com. But anyway, he talked with CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning about why this is actually a game changer. Look.
Why do you think it's taken this long for a movie like this, two gay men in a romantic comedy, finally being on the big screen?
Well, the real answer to that is that the world, including Hollywood, has been very homophobic. And it's a complicated topic because in some ways Hollywood has often led the charge when it came to LGBTQ issues and representation. And yet, underneath it all, I think there was always a fear that the quote-unquote mainstream audience wasn't necessarily ready for this type of movie. And I think because of that, a lot of our stories weren't told.
Of the people here, how many are part of the LGBTQ community?
I think there might be a few people that have one or two lines that aren't, but I didn't want to completely erase straight people from the narrative the way they've erased me for thousands of years, because I'm trying to be bigger than that.
That was your favorite line, wasn't it, Kendall?
So good.
Bros hits theaters at the end of the month. I'm going to a screen. I can't wait to see it.
It looks so good.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see just a romantic comedy that doesn't just lean into all. And I'm not a guy that hates stereotypes. I think sometimes stereotypes exist for a reason. People don't like me saying that, but they're there for a reason. But I would like to see a movie that just doesn't lean in on all of the stereotypes about gay people.
Right.
It's
just a funny rom-com.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be good.
Yes. Our love stories are just like everybody else's. Sometimes we're better dressed. But anyway, And we typically walk faster than you people, but I'm just saying, My husband says it all the time. We're walking down the sidewalk. He goes, how do straight people get anywhere? Because y'all walk really slow. I'm sorry.
Don't put it on me, but I mean.
No, you do. You walk slow.
Me?
No, you don't. It's time for us. We're fighting about walking. It's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Please give it up for Michael Babcock from TMZ.
I'm like hysterically laughing over here, Jason. Just forget about me. Just keep going.
No, I'm just saying though. I mean, I'm being very real. My husband and I, whether it's at Disney or a mall, inevitably you'll hear him go, "Ugh, how do straight people get anywhere?" Because it's
that's probably me, just like strolling along so slow.
Yep. Hey, first up, scary moments for Post Malone. What during a concert? What happened?
So Post Malone is he's on tour, and he was in St. Louis doing a show, and we find out after there's a portion of his show when he plays these acoustic songs, and when that happens, the stage actually sort of drops down, and it's so they can play the instruments. Anyway, there's a hole in the stage. Post Malone forgot that the hole was there, and I mean, you see there, he took a terrible fall and just writhing on the floor in pain. People are smiling at first, but then it became clear that he actually fell. It wasn't part of the show, and he was hurt, and thankfully the medics ran out. Now, he took about a 15-minute break, but he actually came back out, Jason, and performed again, and he was like clutching his ribs in pain as he was performing, Rockstar, one of his, monstrous hits. And he actually went to the hospital after, but it shows you how, kind of solid of a guy Post Malone is and how much he cares about his fans, that he actually gutted through that performance. So he goes to the hospital afterwards. No big damage. I was talking to this guy that I know who's an orthopedic surgeon, and he said, with a situation like that, you do worry, with as hard a fall as it was, that you could have a broken rib and you could possibly have been lung punctured. So it could have been something serious, is my point. Thankfully, it wasn't. And he said, thanks for being patient with me, St. Louis. Next time I come back, we'll do a longer show for you.
Yeah. Well, a concert that didn't actually finish, Lady Gaga. I saw this all over the weekend. Tell folks what happened.
So Lady Gaga was on literally the last show of her tour, Jason, in Miami at the Hard Rock Stadium down there where the Dolphins play. And there was bad lightning that Lady Gaga said was actually like reaching the ground. So they just couldn't continue with the show, and she had to cut it short. Now, she was so upset about this, Jason. I mean, she went on Instagram afterwards, and I've seen some people sort of, poking fun at her for being so upset, but she was hysterically crying that she couldn't finish the show, but essentially said, look, my life and your lives are more important than us finishing the show. So, we'll get it next time, and thankfully nobody was injured. You don't need to, risk having people struck by lightning so you could, listen to another song or two. So, but she was very upset about it.
Michael, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but we were asking in our meeting today, and we didn't know the answer. Do they get refunds? Do you guys know?
Good question. I think it's typically up to the performer and the venue. I would imagine if, in most cases, if you see most of the show, that there's not going to be a refund. Because somebody's still going to have to pay for that venue. So I would think, because they did, get pretty much a full show, I would imagine that they're just unfortunately out of luck.
Got it. Have a good week. Walk fast, Michael.
Thanks,
Walk
Jason.
fast. We'll see you next week.
Focus on that today.
More on these stories at tmz.com. Okay, you can laugh at me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Guess what reference I'm going to make?
Oh, God. Is it going to be an Oprah or Dallas reference?
Oprah.
Okay.
So when Post Malone fell, it reminded me. So Oprah, Aaron, I'm sorry. Wait till I finish the story to laugh at me, Schwab. But Oprah, Jeff will remember this. Oprah, the World Cup was in Chicago, and Oprah was hosting the opening ceremonies because she was the Queen of Chicago.
Queen of Chicago.
So she was on stage in front of billions of people, and they had covered a hole in the stage, and she was dancing, and she was like, bloop, bloop, and Oprah fell right into the hole and hurt her ankle.
I'm not laughing.
Aaron, why are you laughing at that?
It just sounds funny. It is.
Yeah, she's fine. You're right. Yeah. I fell in a hole. Yeah.
It just disappears down the rabbit hole.
But can you imagine the security? Oprah's down. Oprah's down.
The eagle has landed.
Yeah. Okay, a little throwback for you. If you're my age, you're going to love this. This picture. Remember the picture of Indiana Jones last week with Short Round? This is similar. This is going to make you smile. There was a MASH reunion over the weekend, but before we show you, I believe this is the last scene, one of the last scenes of the last episode ever. Remember this?
Look, I know how tough it is for you to say goodbye, so I'll say it. Maybe you're right. Maybe we will see each other again, but just in case we don't, I want you to know how much you've meant to me. I'll never be able to shake you. Whenever I see a big pair of feet or a cheesy mustache, I'll think of you.
Whenever I smell month-old socks, I'll think of you.
And the next time somebody nails my shoe to the floor.
Yeah, when Somebody gives me a martini that tastes like lighter fluid.
I miss you.
I'll miss you a lot. I can't imagine what this place would have been like if I hadn't found you here.
So that's Alan Alda and Mike Farrell, better known as Hawkeye and Honeycutt, from the MASH series finale in 1983. Still the most watched finale in TV history. Look at this, everybody. The two of them got together over the weekend and shared a toast to the 50th anniversary of the debut of MASH on CBS. Alan said the show changed their lives and was a great gift. And it's hard to imagine, and you know I have these figures in my head, like most people know the state capitals, but I can tell you ratings of TV shows. But
Like how you knew when the series finale was and it was not in the prompter. 1980, what did you say, 1986?
1983. Yeah, no, Kendall's right. I know these things for whatever reason. Anyway, but just think about this, what a phenomenon it was. We just talked about the Emmys, the Emmy Awards that we just told you last week got 6 million viewers. Yeah. The finale of MASH in 1983 grabbed 105 million viewers. So just think 105 million viewers.
All watching.
Yes. And just to put it in perspective, we have 105 people watching our show. Just 105.
Hi, guys.
Just right there.
Right soon.
Wait, I'm sorry, what? Oh, 3 channels. There was 3 channels back then. That's right, yeah.
Cut us some slack.
Maybe 108 on a really good day, yeah. Next on the dish, yesterday I watched the premiere episode of the new season of the Great British Bake Off, or the Great British Baking Show as it's also known. Before I give you my thoughts, here's a little clip.
From across Britain, thousands of the best home bakers applied.
Good luck.
But just 12 have made it.
I've always wanted to apply, but I never had the courage to actually do it. This year, just thought I'd give it a try and I'm here.
I work in a supermarket behind the checkouts. This is the biggest thing I've ever done. Things like this don't happen to me.
You just want to cry because you cannot believe this is real.
Over the next 10 weeks,
it is going in.
They'll face 30 brand new challenges.
And we'll be there for all of it. So, I'm not going to do any spoilers because it just dropped on Monday. I talked a little bit more on the radio show, but for here, I'll just say, you saw some of my favorites. You saw my favorite, the multicolored hair woman.
Oh, the grocery store lady.
The grocery store lady is one. I already love her, and she's really good. Now, because I don't know all their names yet. Hello, it's episode 1. There's Prue. Hold on. I want to see if you just show the woman that I just want gone. She can leave. She's very young and isn't very good. Her eyebrows.
Oh, God.
Look at those eyebrows. I want her gone.
What's wrong with her eyebrows?
I want eyebrows gone. She's not very good.
What's wrong with her eyebrows?
I don't know her name. I'm calling her eyebrows because they're very pronounced. You guys like her? No.
I like her eyebrows.
No, and I want him gone too. He's not very good either.
Oh.
I'm just being honest.
I still don't understand what's wrong with her eyebrows.
She has I don't know her name. She has very large eyebrows that don't seem to go with her forehead. I don't know. No, I'm being honest. What?
Like the Mr. Potato Head when he put the wrong eyebrows on him? Like that?
No, but she just has very large, pronounced eyebrows. And so she's beautiful, but her eyebrows don't go with her hairstyle.
You're not helping yourself.
Yeah. I'm allowed to have an opinion about eyebrows. Anyway, thank you.
I'm just saying.
So I can say I don't like somebody's eyebrows.
Eyebrows?
For heaven's sake.
They don't fit her forehead.
I can hear the emails now. Oh, just you're bullying her. No, I don't like her eyebrows. Settle down. Anyway, it's fine. We can have a difference of opinion. I don't have to like everybody.
Or their eyebrows and their forehead.
Yes, I'm just saying. Anyway. By the way, you can watch it on Netflix. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up From dream girl to daytime diva, I'm talking live with the one and only Jennifer Hudson. Then we're finding out what you think this week when we open up the mailbag. And Kendall is taking you inside a design studio, earning rave reviews for their home design. A look at Prospect Refuge. That and more when we come back. For the record, our studio audience, I went over during the commercial break and I investigated, and they all have beautiful eyebrows. All of them. Look, like that woman right there in the front, beautiful eyebrows. Her eyebrows match her melon. You know what I mean? The head. That was my point. And then, so I did that, and then I come back over, and now I fear this is what's going to happen to me when I'm in grocery stores. Director Chris comes over, and she goes, let me just show you a picture of my niece and her eyebrows. And I'm like, now people are going to start showing me their eyebrows. It's just, because here's the deal. Make fun of yourself. I used to have one brow. I looked like Ernie and Bert. And my friend Temple said, you need to pluck those like a chicken. There should be two. So I know. Anyway, I love that I'm talking about this as I lead into my first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest has rebounded quite nicely. That's putting it funny. After her stunning exit from Idol back in 2004, she's the youngest woman to ever reach EGOT status. And now she is the host of the newest daytime talk show. Give it up for Jennifer Hudson, everybody. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. How are you?
Look at you looking uncomfortable. Look at you.
Welcome to my show, my set.
Okay. As from one person to another who has a show, I gotta ask you, what's like your favorite part? Do you love that you have a theme song? Do you love the set? Do you love seeing your name on the monitor behind you? What's been the most fun part of this?
Oh, I want to say, you know what? I got to say the people, the energy of the crowd, the audience, the guests, everybody at home. That's been the best part because I love energy. Although I do love that I got a theme song. You know what? Also being able to sit on the couch.
Really?
I never get to sit on the couch. So now I get to sit on the couch and just, oh my God, I love some talking. And then I tried to make the couch feel like my house and at home, so I feel nicely mushed up and cozy and comfortable.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite parts. And then also I get to simply just be me. Just be Jennifer. I gave you like 1,000 things, didn't I?
And it's hard. And Jennifer, you've been in front of cameras for decades. Oprah used to say it. It's hard. People think it's really easy to just be yourself, to forget about the cameras and the lights, but it's not that easy. You do it very well.
Thank you. You know what? I mean, if anybody gonna know, it's Oprah, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But like for myself, it's like if I'm not being myself, then that means I'm not doing my job, which is weird because it's being yourself. And so when I was preparing for this, normally if I'm preparing for a character for a film, you know, you do like character study and building a character. Or if I was recording a song or singing a song, you know, it's a preparation for it. But this, I was like, what do I do? And it's like, be you. Okay, but I feel like I should be prepping in some way. And it's like, wait, what? Simply just be yourself. Sometimes I think it takes a lot to process.
Yes.
Being told to be yourself. So that was the trickiest part, not having a process.
I was going to say, well, let me piggyback on that and on my first question. So I asked you what you enjoy the most. What has, the mechanics of a talk show, tossing to break, coming out of the LED screen. What's been the hardest part for you to kind of wrap your brain around as far as the mechanics of doing a talk show?
You know what? Yes, because it's a huge beast and a machine. One, learning the ropes of it, which obviously I am still learning. And then, yes, getting used to like, okay, what camera I'm supposed to look at? Then the cue cards, and then like I'm fanning out over the guests, but then still trying to be like, okay, let me be the talk show host. You know what I mean? Like keeping that in the straight and narrow. Those things I find tricky to be able to do. And yeah, just learning the ropes of it. I don't know the terms of like hearing them be like, okay, co-open, and I'll be like, wait, I'm sorry, but what does that mean? Okay, or they'll fly out like a envelope. Okay, what's in the envelope? Like, where do you split the difference at? And then it's a ton of producers that's putting it all together and being able to take the notes from each producer and, you know, keep the vision and all of that. That's like, okay, I'm steady processing a lot of that. So you're going to see my wheels turning in that way, like, okay, what camera do I look at?
Yeah.
You know, where do I go next?
You have
Those
one of
things
my
are tricky.
You have one of my favorites. You have Kristen Chenoweth on today, and then this week Cheryl Lee Ralph is coming on. And aren't we all loving? I mean, look, I've loved her since It's a Living and Dreamgirls, but how excited are you to sit down on the couch with Cheryl Lee?
Oh my God. Now that you know that's the original Dreamgirl.
Yeah.
Now I can't wait for that. And then to watch her win her Emmy. That was the night of my birthday, and I was supposed to be getting ready for the birthday party and all that. I said, hold the line. Let's look at this moment. Like, it was such a beautiful moment, so I cannot wait for her to come through to the show and hear all about her huge Emmy win.
Well, I love it. I love that you're a part of our Fox family, and it's great. And there are, you know, a lot of people have done daytime shows, and I've said this not just because you're in the 2 box right here. You are one of the most suited people for this, and I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you, Jennifer.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Give it up, everybody, for Jennifer Hudson. Watch the Jennifer Hudson Show. Check your local listings. Here locally, it's on at 1. Yeah. A delight. I love her set. I have set envy. I want a little whoopee. Like just something like, see her little whoopee? I think I have one back there, actually. Yeah, I'll get one. And Jennifer has great eyebrows. I'm throwing that compliment around. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us. I got a whoopee like J-Hud. I got a whoopee like J-Hud.
A whoopee?
Yeah.
People call blankets whoopies? What's happening? Oh, thanks for sharing your whoopee with me.
There we go. I would like you to be warm.
Oh, this actually feels great. We should
I
do this
told
more
you.
often.
Yes. A very nice woman made that for me.
That's nice. But why do you call it a whoopee?
A whoopee? That's what I called it when I was a kid, a whoopee.
Oh.
A little thing, yeah. So.
Cute. Yeah. Whoopee.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. It's Monday, and that means it's time to open up the Jason Show mailbag. You've got mail. So first up is Aaron. Hello, Aaron. He says, the Jason Show rocks and always has. Stop apologizing. The previous couches were orangish tan. Now they're gray blue. Good. Kendall is now seated. Good. The set has always been stylish, bright, beautiful, and interesting. It seriously lowers my blood pressure to watch. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
He's responding to this season we tried to answer or rectify a lot of questions and concerns. One of them was people didn't like that you stood.
Right.
So now we created the Ed McMahon chair.
And I have a whoopee.
You have a whoopee now. People didn't like the color of the couch. We got new couches. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. Amanda has a comment on our refurbished set. I should say, like, revamped a little bit. She says, I absolutely love it. My husband and I always wondered why Kendall had to stand before. But I gotta ask, what happened to He-Man and Battle Cat on your desk? I hope they're okay.
Oh, yeah. Let's just sit there. Oh, not far. Oh. Battle Cat.
The honest answer to that, executive producer Jeff came up to me before the new season. He goes, just a lot of clutter. A lot of clutter.
Happening.
So we took him down. That's why. But I'll leave him up for this segment for that viewer. There we go. Sarah is next. Hi, Sarah. She says, I have to say, I hardly watch daytime or TV, especially daytime TV. I leave it on for my dogs. Well, thank you. I was walking by and I caught a glimpse of your TED skit from Friday. It was so cute and it made me giggle. You will definitely become a morning staple while I have my coffee. Hi, Sarah. Kendall.
Ted.
Say hi to Sarah, Kendall.
Hi, Sarah. You're welcome for giving you Ted.
Yeah, what she's referring to, criminy niddles. If you didn't see Friday's show, Ted, first of all, was in a tank top.
Yes.
Dressed
jorts.
as, jorts as Where's Waldo at the North Oaks rummage sale.
Yes.
And it was probably one of my favorite pieces we ever done. Oh, and here's the good news. Do you know how much that rummage sale made? $215,000.
That's amazing.
All because of Ted's legs. That's right,
You're
yeah.
welcome.
Next up, a reminder to follow The Jason Show on TikTok. Last week, we posted a video where I let the app guess my age. Kendall had done this already, and it said Kendall was 69. For me, I was 25. That's right. So Terry posted a comment and said, no way does Kendall look 69 years old. She looks more like 21.
Thank you.
Look at that. You do. That app is crazy.
I mean, I was in shock. Like, I mean, if I was closer to the age, I would understand.
Yeah.
But I'm like, my dad is 69.
Yeah. No,
What?
you don't, I mean, I look at you every day. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. You have great eyebrows, and you look 21. Yeah.
Proportionate to my forehead.
Proportionate to your forehead.
Thank you.
I did that app on my personal TikTok,
Yeah.
which I'm starting to do now because Addie told me to do it. You want to follow me? I'm Mr. Jason Matheson because an 11-year-old has my TikTok name. But anyway, but I did it. I did that app on my personal one. 23.
Even he's getting younger, people.
Right. Botox. Finally, a comment we just got on a video from nearly a year ago. So here's the deal. Last October, this is the story right here. Last October, Kendall took Ted to her favorite German restaurant that also serves tacos to celebrate Oktoberfest. It was in the Beer Stube in Inver Grove Heights. Well, yeah. So listen to this. Uric on YouTube says, once again, Upper Bavaria is a synonym for Germany. The waitresses do not wear dirndls. Yes, everywhere in Germany, sauerkraut is no longer a typical dish in Germany. The country with the highest consumption of sauerkraut is the US of A. And no, Kendall, Wiener Schnitzel has nothing to do with Germany at all. It's an Austrian dish.
Excuse me, I have several things to say, Ulrich. Hi. I was not a server. I was wearing my dirndl that I got in Germany in Oktoberfest. And I will let you know, Upper Bavaria is right next to Austria, so sometimes they have the same food. And my grandmother-in-law is from Germany, and she makes me all that food.
Okay, we gotta go.
That's all I have to say.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Bravo, my friend. Bravo. That was great.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Love you guys from Yam House. Sending love. Hey, welcome back. We all want our homes to look great and represent our style, right? Well, one design studio here in Minneapolis is helping everyone create their ideal habitat. It's called Prospect Refuge, and it was just featured in Architectural Digest, named one of the new American voices for the 2022. Kendall went to see how their design process works. Look.
I want to get this. Number one, I'm a huge AD fan, period. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait. Prospect Refuge is gonna be in AD? What was that like when these guys called you and they're like, hey, we want to feature you?
I was like, I'm very stoic about it because I'm just like, it hasn't happened till it's happened, like don't get,
pinch me.
Yeah, just sort of take it one day at a time. The New American Voices, there's 8 designers nationwide.
That's it. That's it, people, just 8, the entire country.
Yeah, that was pretty phenomenal. And the other 7 designers are really super talented. I actually met Amy Astley and I met their editorial team, and that is when I started to like get a little.
Am I sweating?
Like, yeah, I'm still, floating on cloud nine. It's been really great.
Well, you're featured as a designer on your own, and then they actually went into your home and featured your home.
Yeah.
Totally separate things, too. What's it like to have them walk through your house? Did you just go, am I being judged at every nook and cranny of my home?
I look at it as a marker of really doing forward-thinking design work. If there is there should be some people. I had an exhibit once where I had some people come in and give me some pretty harsh criticism to my face, and I was like, I don't think it's art if everyone likes it. You know, I think, and it's not personal if everyone likes it. That homogenization of design is something that we at the studio really want to work against.
With every project, do you find inspiration from a certain time or an artist or a theme, or does it just kind of flow out as it flows out?
So, you know, you're walking into space and you're meeting a person or a family, an individual, and there's an energy that they have and that they're looking to create. And I can feel that, but then it's my job to take that and sort of translate it into a vocabulary and then physical objects.
I look around here, and do you think that you get inspiration from the city, the community, the state where you live?
So much. There is so much happening, but it's very much under the surface, you know? Maybe it's a Midwestern thing, but we don't really
show our feelings very much?
Yeah, we're not
Talk
always
about things?
bragging about the great things that we're doing. And so to find these people and sort of brag on their behalf is one of my great loves. So we have, you know, artists. This woman just came down actually a week or two ago. She teaches at the North House Folk School up in Grand Marais, and she does rose mauling. She came and painted our cabinet, colors. So things like that. Always trying to integrate local makers, making that stone console. Literally just dropped that off this morning. Like, things are always evolving around the studio. Photographers, artists. Yes, I do love our local talent.
I'm sure people watching this, like me, if like mom is watching, she goes, how do you make this all work? Does it take years and years? Because I would never think I'm gonna put this with this bright palette here and then match it with this cloth on this table.
It's a little bit of like a calibration where we'll like amp it up here and then we'll kind of level it out with something, you know, natural. Maybe there's some neon and then there's some neutral, and we kind of balance it out. With a project, we're trying to get that all done sort of preemptively.
Do you have a favorite?
It's always the one we're working on, always. It's always the one that hasn't been finished yet, that I'm like so excited about the new stuff that's coming out. So they're all my babies, you know, they're like children. You love them all. They're different, but you love them all.
They're all different,
Yeah.
you love them all. If you have one piece of advice for me or someone at home watching this and going, gosh, I wish I could take a little piece of that into my home, what do you think it would be?
Trust your gut in that if you are attracted to something that's going to give you joy, lean into that. Do not be worried about what your neighbors are going to think when they come over, or the next person who buys your house. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when people are like, but what will
the seller's market?
The seller's market. It's like, well, don't design your house for the next person who's going to live there. Do what you love today, and the rest will figure itself out. And then just, you know, layer. Add one layer, assess. Add another layer, assess. Like, that's the joy, is the journey. Take it slow. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like HGTV turnaround flash, it's done. Like, you can do this over a lifetime. It's a beautiful thing to do it that way.
Here we go. Kendall joins me now. I said to Kendall during the package, I'm jealous. I love her. Of course her house is that beautiful. Of course her studio is that pretty.
Yes, Victoria is amazing. If you follow her on social media at all, on Instagram, Prospect Refuge, everything in there is just swoon worthy. It's amazing.
And hi to her parents who
Hi,
watch
they
the
watch
show.
the show.
Hi.
Hi.
To learn more about Prospect Refuge Studio, follow them on their Instagram. Their handle is, as you can imagine, Prospect Refuge. We'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Blake Lively and hubby Ryan Reynolds are trying to strike back against paparazzi. After announcing she's pregnant with their fourth child, Blake posted a series of photos on Instagram saying she hopes the pictures will force the 11 paparazzi photographers outside of her house to leave. She also urged more publications to have a no kids policy when it comes to celeb pics. Blake and Ryan already have 3 daughters. I think that's a great idea, and I think the public would be for that. Stop posting pictures of kids. Stop. It's just gross. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Yes. If you would like to come see our show like these fabulous people, all you have to do is get tickets, go to our Facebook page, and you'll see the link on the left. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:15. We would love to see you, and no, we don't charge. Tomorrow on the show, after his devastating injury, Chef Justin Sutherland will join us live. I'm very excited for that. We'll have a great conversation tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Come on, Kendall, let's leave.